mean, say yenya teams.
Yenya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 countries are rich. Say I can say oh, you more qualifiers in the game. Or more qualifier come World Cup. We already have countries are more come World Cup no rich. Now the air there want to say rich out of the countries no any baby will free no. Yeah, what Africa honey the rich. Your slots ni na that's empty. Obianti ni nka say ma qualify. But me say enche countries we say Tunisia, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, probably Cameroon mo. Ebe start eyi omuti and we may be able to add Ghana. Say yes so yet me are qualify. And there were a lot of games and said for group I we saw Chad and Ghana airborne draw we saw Madagascar beat Central African Republic 2-0 and then Mali the Morocco Comoros for the 3-0 3 solid 0 Bamako inti etinibia enihu na rich. Let's come and talk about our game. This was your first 11. And if you put our first 11 on the tactical board, that is what you get in a 4-2-3-1. Rich. Benjamin Asari, Caleb Rienchi, Gideon Mensah, Jerome Opoku, Jonah Ajete, Elisa Owusu Salis, Kudus as your number 10. Then on the wings, you know, 2 strikers in Semenyo and Inaki with Jordan leading our lines. Rich. So we show the way I can see a approach game now. We knew Charlie Fono was not going to threaten us in any way. And no crack. No, Rich. About 80 minutes, we were just passing the ball. And look, our tactical board no. What we were simply doing and say, you were a goalkeeper or call holiday. But I was so impressed with Benjamin Asare, which only didn't hear. One way because Benjamin Asare rich only. But the few times that he needed to help us build, say yeah, possible mano. I was say it would be no possible on the defender and I said me for the be over. Which he was so calm. Benjamin Asare is growing in the post for the Black Stars. And I love the composer post in him. One thing I know for the Bonechi, and when you look at player, you didn't call the highest stage away, only exposure can see or be G3. Rich. And when Benjamin Asari at no point was G3 in the game. And I love the way I see ball. Go there and say you can 14. I deflected here. How do you 14? And he gave a solid performance. Rich. Calibrian
super player.
Solid guy. Solid guy. I'm telling you, solid guy. Another graduate from the right to do solid. Gideon Mensah didn't put their foot wrong. You're 5 and 5 played very well. And so then 50 can. So share. Rich, most of your passes to your wingers was not even coming from Salis and Elisa. It was coming from Agete and Jerome. All the long balls to Inaki and Semenyo in these spaces, sometimes even Rich the line breaking passes, to Kudus any when Jordan has dropped, all were coming from your center backs, and it was because your central midfielders, created the space for them to locate your offensive players, and they were playing the passes very well. Now, Rich, the problem here, as we progress the game, we saw a lot of rotations into Elisa and Salis. Almost Elisa pe Ababijina. Salis comes in and makes sure say Obe confusing Charlie Fono with some of the runs and take some of the attention away in more offensive areas. So that Kudus can have a lot of movement. Now, because Inaki striker, we were more seeing him running into the box. Same with Antoine Semenyo. And when they do that, Rich, Salis ever number 10 position now. Baby, I am building from no. That is where you see Kudus as a roaming number 10 operating from. That is the reason why you go now, you know, Rich. At the end of the attacking or right hand side of the attack, you know, it was Kudus that went for the ball, dribble into the lines, and a ball or square pass, you know, and a friend cut back pass, you know, and a Jordan 18 finishes a goal at the MI. So, which in terms of control, we had a lot of control over the game. This is my problem. Why couldn't we kill off the game?
First half, in Como.
We should to pushing the lead. There was one situation. Because of the rotations, at a point you will see Jordan come to the right and put Semenyo to center forward. You will see Kudus go to the right and push Abanti FN Inaki to say, and at a point you saw us play in a typical 4-4-2 with Inaki and Antoine Semenyo in attacking position. Say Senebeya Jordan and Kudus can move to the wings. Now you know 2 strikers in Rich. One of those situations, Jordan came in from the left. Abeje Boko inverted. Abo 2 pass my Antoine Semenyo. Rich, how did Antoine Semenyo skyrocket that ball? Boom! But Semenyo at Bournemouth who scored that goal, who have the composer in the box and take the right decision. But Semenyo back and Rich. The man here clinical and say, "Fine you." She all pain who so be show. He lack a lot of composure, Rich. And I get worried about it.
Was that chance in the next one, question?
Clear chance. Clear chance.
Oh, bomb, simple. Simple.
And he wasn't offside too. Now, Rich, there were a lot of chance secret, and that is the reason why. So, Otwa. Yes, players no and players no were put on an astroturf for heading area 2. The conditions were not favorable. But Rich, you can't tell me, say, Bona a boy threw out around there, even from the first to 80th minute, you know. Rich, we didn't deserve to lead by only 1 goal. Now I say Kishibi count. Now the problem kitu every day. Rich, even though I admit, say, we had issues with players I don't bet in them. We were limited. And I've already established the point. Me for the beer or what you call a ball game. Your defenders, the only players on Mambobi were Tariq and Atakun. I'm open on Mambo in this game. And the real game, we didn't need them. Ultimately, can't tell say Atakun should have come in for Gideon Mensah. What wasn't he doing? He was playing very, very well. You don't need to take him out and bring Tariq. He was playing very, very well. But Rich, the problem is to be you won't see your conditions in England. For me, the changes should have come earlier. Around 65th minute. Take your 2 wingers. Anyhow you want to do it. Take them out and bring Christopher Bonsuba and Kamaradin in quick. Rich, for me, I think say and Kabono must so more. 10 minutes, which would then be around the 75th minute. They would have grown in the game, and Kachan the front man said no, and go for a bono masatini abono. We must be careful going forward. But only 10 years don't buy no. We are too late for them to even realize that this is what we want to do against them. And for them, it was still like Yamani Yabona. I saw the changes are to iron. No matter. And see, before I tell the phone realize, hey, certain kind of phone quality, Christopher Bonsuba, any Kamaradin Abba, their first wingers are only very, very direct, Rich. Sometimes, they were still not cautious about what will happen to them offensive wise. Omudiana said, Yakopekati. And fortunately for them, they were able to do it. Look, Ghana Nibia Otie Mibiano. Rich, I am as disappointed as Omwa. So disappointed. Because, Rich, sir, with your calculation, we should have beaten Chad. Chad, dear. Rich, no matter the situation in your room, we should have beaten them. And one of the major problem with Otto, they say, Rich, okay, assuming the conditions were harsh, but you never see a catcher and we say, tell Kakrana, you bet me, you all mean and you bet me double ball. We were just passing the ball amongst ourselves.
No, you don't come in.
Oh, say, yes, park in the sweating. And it's a sad year. Your first 45 minutes, you know. I am betting you now. What did be our game in the we should make sure we score 3. We shouldn't play with the first 45 minutes because I want your word in the hour. It's your first 3 goals. And the other second half, you need it 3. Yeah. We can then have the luxury to say, oh, we are passing the ball around. But Rich, after scoring early in the first half, it is as if say child phone or moon in my own between the article. Say say you don't recognize them. We disrespected them too much. With a lot of lousy play. It was as if you're training.
And I say, Gideon, a mistake. Or the ball no call line. So it's also, but my back pass and out there. Said sometimes they attack and no. Or the born to no matumra. Then or 10 and a born came. A branch and say, inexperienced no uncle born.
Say,
I said, the boy need I have found a simple
baby say, Eliza, so J. Bobby. Eliza, if you want the ball, would you born? Play now, would you born finish? Or what you? Then say, excuse me, no, you or the 9 bobo on a saconechi. No, I think so. Be on, you know. Look, that is where Otuado any problem. Say, Ujinawa. Not only situation at home. You lack some players because of injury, because of sickness. You know the atmosphere is not good. Which then you tell your boys and say, look, let's be serious and kill the game before we can relax. That is what we were lacking. And we couldn't finish up and kill the game with some of the chances we created. And we were too lousy. Yet disrespect each other for us. They have nothing in them. You don't play football like that. You don't disrespect your opponents like that.
Marriage. Your group no kakra bi na me chief on them.
Nti yeni ana say yeni.
Yedi ano no. Group dynamics na no ano.
Say na ti o.
16 13 12 12 5 1.
Now Rich, you see?
Now okay, before we dey be not fixtures in the same city. Nyame adoma Sunday. Comoros, sorry, Central African Republic. Ombobo Sunday. Ombobo Comoros.
Ombobo home to Comoros.
Yes. Now on Monday, first match 4 p.m. Ebeye Madagascar Chad. And Sana Ghana hosti Mali. And you made 7.
You see, Rich? Ubekaya. No my catch say for the best, at least your least best with this window is to get 4 points out of the 2 games. The least best was to get 4. Now, out of the 4, which let me just say, we need to beat Chad and come and manage Mali. In Mali game, so now Kenya draw, I'll be okay. Kenya winner, I'll be overly excited. But Rich, now that Yako Chedi Mali game with Chad, never draw in Chad in Momo. Rich, now Mali game on Monday, Abe a must win for the Blasters, and that is what I don't want. Blasters, there is pressure on them to win at all costs. Now, Rich, she say any Mali never ball. You was 16 or more 12. You beat them, you go 19. They remain 12. They beat you, Kim. They come only 1 point behind you.
With 2 matches to go.
And only head to head.
Okay.
So only head to head. Also said on the field also sell. And even if a Mali Bessayampa, the score line is very, very important. Now, Rich, she says I was standing now. It is as if say, first we thought we were fighting with Comoros. Now there is Madagascar also in play because we couldn't beat Chad. And see, all of a sudden, Blasters are inviting a lot of competitors. And now Comoros is there. Now Madagascar is also there. Rich, in the final dynamics, say Chad conditions in the higher. Then we should also pray say obia aka bia on so beko child bia no will face the same harsh conditions. Enti so America no say yes ya ni eni o ma yi there are some undertones of conditions high and sana no okay mali beko ho there are other countries so beko child enti I no question the kana they should also go and face that one no which and no there it was very very disappointing and see the dynamics nature say and what say you pekwan bia so na ye she team e friend Mali and it's a Mali team and rich almost Komoro 3-0 and imagine the fire and the booster omo e dey Ghana against the Black Stars
yedi yene Mali game na enkomo me say me be lines no so 3220 83581 83582